ready to go here. 48 seconds.
Let me find a good
final lineup for the PHX team, Warwitch: Lobot, Jim, Mauler, monstah, warbringer, burnzone, and juntao.
Looking good. No Wang on this server, so Wang's name has been changed 28 till we start. Buddy, pal, allied scum, time for the goggles. TSN.
The goggles, they do nothing.
9, you hear some music in the background, you know that we've got our groove on here in 1944. 9 seconds till we begin. Empire versus Allies tonight, Justice. We've had a great pregame. It's been a lot of fun. Listeners out there, I know it's late, but I want you to grab your friends here for what is bound to be a close game. S62 Quasi Soto predicts a victory tonight for Empire, 3-2. Is it going to happen? We'll find out right now. Justice, pick up the action as the game is underway. TSN.
Well, Warwitch, the Allied team is Phoenix. Obviously, Axis then being the Empire team. PHX not able to plant yet. However, it looks like any minute now they will have a successful plant on either side. Basically, we're just waiting to get those walls down, and after that, we'll see the real defensive action here. Back to you.
Now 7:19 on the clock. Phoenix making several attempts. MentholMoose, the medic right there, is out in the front of the field. Juntao, engineer, throws the dynamite, throws it a little bit far. Good night. Too far. The dynamite is not in position to plant on the door itself, and he's forced to run from the seawall door from an incoming airstrike. This kind of behavior, misplanting the dynamite, is going to cost the Phoenix team valuable time. As I said earlier, in your game, Affliction versus Paradigm Shift, every second counts. There's the plant right there on the seawall door, and the first plant of the evening, brought to you by Mauler, laying down the dynamite, Justice, and there's a good start. Mauler's down by a grenade. Back to you.
And the PHX team now also going over to the seawall side. We do have a plant there now as well. Just waiting. It looks like the Empire team is going into their Phase 2 defense. It looks like we're going to see a couple of soldiers outside with the Panzerfaust. But mainly the team seems to be concentrated down into the war room. Warwitch, back to you.
You know, this really is... Yeah! Vampiro's Panzerfaust opens up on, you guessed it, the frontal bunker. But now we've got a very strong incoming breach of defense from Phoenix. They're screaming in from the grave. They are good to go. We've got another Panzerfaust right there. Mauler of PHX opens up on MentholMoose, a smoking ruin of a Canadian wildlife animal down in the field. More incoming airstrikes. Warbringer taken out by Lobot. There's a team kill. You're going to be definitely hearing about that one in an after-game meeting. Now, looking around for defense, does it look like Empire is indeed holding the war room? It seems that they are falling back. Justice, clarify, confirm your thoughts.
Well, what I'm looking at right now are two medics in the war room, Socket and Mongul, joined by their lieutenant Jack Taco, and another medic, Ice, also from the Empire team. So we got 4 guys down in the war room. They're missing Busta. Now, Busta is one of the best venom users down in that war room that I've ever seen, and hopefully he'll get back into the act down here as soon as possible, because they're gonna need him to do his stuff.
Well, we've got Phoenix all over the frontal breach here of the war room. They're coming in. Lobot and Jim are inside. An early grab right there from Lobot earns him only death and destruction. It is down. It is returned. We've got a lot of the Empire team in the back war room. They're here. They are everywhere. We've got Busta Soldat. Guess what he's busting out? It is the Venom in position. I'm really curious to watch him in action here. By your very notes, you nailed that one, Justice. You get the clutch play on that. You knew the position he was playing, and he's got the Venom ready. Buddy, war room time. Pick up Phoenix as they're incoming now. All you.
Yeah, and I'm just going to run down the defense here. Busta, Venom in front of the main door. We've got Mongul, a medic, blocking the side door from being opened. We also have Socket aimed, he's in the main document room. Then we have Jack, Taco, and Ice in under the vents. So it looks like we do have 2 men elsewhere, outside of the war room. Probably the Panzerfaust you've been hearing and seeing so far. And hopefully what their job is going to be is to filter out this incoming Phoenix team and reclaim that forward deployment as much as possible. Warwitch, we have Jim and monstah sort of lobbing grenades into the... oh, and a big touch! The documents are grabbed momentarily, but he's cut down before he actually gets out of the worm itself. Warwitch, I'm going to pass this action over to you as Phoenix really turns up the intensity.
Yeah, they've got the heat up here. A huge rush incoming! Oh, it's chaosium in here. But Empire's going to come out on top. Busta still alive, opening up with the Venom, tearing the mortar off the walls, electrical sockets going down. Back room, the likes of Jack Talk with the Leutnant there, securing the back chambers of the main document room just to his right-hand side. Socket now providing here the medical attention to the likes of Busta, who is now rearming his Venom. And there is blood and ammunition everywhere on the floor. Thus far, they are utilizing sort of that affliction-styled strat. Falling right back to the war room. Now we've got Lobot. Lobot is now in the vents, but he's holding off. He's a medic. He's now waiting for the rest of his team to income. Now Warbringer blown apart by MentholMoose's grenade. And MentholMoose now moving into the vents. He's going to secure it. He is one of the members out there on the field, Justice, to try to kind of break up the incoming strikes. Incoming Mauler. He's a soldier. He's got the Panzerfaust. Allied bazooka dropping grenades, and he too is heading to the vents while we've got another strike force up the front. Justice, you're going to see a two-pronged Phoenix attack. Here we go.
Yeah, we're seeing Mauler for the For the Empire team, someone is in those vents, and as soon as PHX tries to turn that first corner in the vents, they're getting cut down right away. So it's kind of stunting their offense a little bit, making really the only pathway to the documents going through Busta and that Venom, and that's not an easy path to do, my friend. Oh, big Panzerfaust from Vampiro.
Keeping it up for you. Nice. We have Warbringer in the vents now. I took a peek inside the vents. 1 minute delay on the server. Again, keep in mind that anything is said on the server, there is a delay. Now we've got Jim in the Axis barracks. Now we've got the rest of his team. Mauler moving out. Burnzone, a lieutenant. We've got Mauler's Panzerfaust. Opening a world of hurt on Busta. Busta's down. The Venom no longer in position, but Busta revived. The wall explodes behind him. He opens fire, and Burnzone is feeling the pain. Burnzone is down. Followed there by a little ventilation from the burn zone. Jim is killed by Lobot. A drop grenade issues a team kill, and another team kill right here. Hope you have got the log file going, my friend, because the Allies now recapture the forward bunker. It means that the Axis Empire team are out in the field, my friend. Whoa! Oh! Holy Moses! What happened there? Vampiro opening fire. Take it away, buddy. Vampiro doing with the Ninja Panzer. He's shooting out from somewhere. Just came out of nowhere. Obliterated 4 of the Phoenix incoming members right out of the spawn. And that's oh man, that was a big shot. A big play. Well, you gotta love those. You gotta love it when you see a man's
41 seconds left on the clock, Warwitch.
41 seconds, indeed. Empire holding off Phoenix in a critical first round here tonight. Cal invites. 31 seconds, still enough time, but the way Phoenix is coming at the Empire team, I don't think they're going to be able to crack the shell. Lobot opens up right there with a Panzerfaust, but he hits the door frame. Faulty aim right there. Ain't going to allow him to take that Panzerfaust inside. 18 seconds, explosions off in the door frame itself. That's about all the time we got for the first round. And that is going to be a successful defense here by the Empire team. Good play for Empire. They're going to have the full time on the clock to try to take revenge on Phoenix. 1 second. Justice, your tactical thoughts.
Good game.
Well, you know, PHX may not have been expecting Empire's War Room defense. And on the flip side, Empire has been doing this same strategy since Battle on the Beachhead. It doesn't look like they've changed much. They might have, 2 guys outside trying to reclaim that forward deployment flag instead of 1. And on the flip side, Empire has been doing this same strategy since Battle on the Beachhead. It doesn't look like they've changed much. They might have, 2 guys outside trying to reclaim that forward deployment flag instead of 1. But they've been doing this for a long time, and they have it down pat, Warwitch. The teamwork, clips flopping, one guy reloads his clip, the other guy takes his spot. It's a bunch of teamwork, and we talked about the consistency of the Empire team. They don't get caught in transition. They don't make mental mistakes. They don't have a lot of breakdowns. Empire is really going to need to come strong, and right now, we have 20 seconds in between the rounds. They're going to have to come up with something that's going to help them break through that war room defense, Warwitch. It's going to have to be something big, like a couple panzers, but, you know, if they keep doing what they were just doing, not going to be conducive to winning for the PHX team.
We're going to find out. It is time. A role reversal here tonight. The glorious Empire Army on Allies. It don't suit them. They look so much better in the Axis uniforms. Incoming 7-on-7. Rushing now. First up the beach. First man to enter, last man to die. Jack, Taco, and Mauler. Trying to get the plant socket with the plant at the seawall door. Gets the plant before he's mown down like a blade of grass. They've got the plant grenades now from the forward bunker. Already Empire demonstrating a faster time as they get the plants right off the bat in the first 30 seconds. Jay. Nice Empire offense we're seeing so far. Back to you, buddy.
Yeah, Mauler and his buddies from PHX unable to stop that first wave. Probably got some bad bunker spawns, my friend. It's hard when you spawn in that bunker right off the bat. It's really hard to get the first wave done. And they have some engineers on defense, but Empire doing a good job at surrounding those plants and not letting the Axis engineers defuse. They have now breached both sides of the wall. They have the flag. They're now moving up the seawall ladder. Warwitch, I'm going to let you take it away.
Taking some notes right here to be sure I can keep the score straight and solid. Empire coming in. A rolling German Panzerfaust-style tank rolling across the lands of France. Good game, France. Game over. Axis reclaim the forward bunker. Burn zone makes the reclamation. And now is in a good position to hold off the incoming Axis, or rather Allied Empire team. Empire has breached both sides of the wall. Looking for their offense now. They've got some bodies in the field. It looks like their first attempt there was stopped. And it's time to respawn. Here comes the wave. What? An objective grab by Mongul already? Justice? How did that happen? I've got him. Back radio stairs. Uh-oh. Meeting heavy resistance already. Mongul with the grab. He's now facing off. He's screwed. He's in a world of hurt. Panzerfaust blows him literally away. Back to you, buddy.
Documents flying in the basement. That Panzer shot took out not only Mongul, the document carrier, but two of the PHX members as well. What we're seeing out of PHX so far is that defense that we saw out of CK and the Dodgers last night, where they're set up mostly in the perimeter, not going down into the condensed war room defense, Warwitch. And what that means is sometimes you're going to let one or two guys sneak in. Mongul is able to grab the documents, but as you saw, PHX able to recover quickly and reclaim the documents and set back up in proper defense. Back to you.
Now in the forward position, Soldat Mauler, giving the salute here to the glorious Axis army, is backed up by burnzone Aloytment. They are reclaiming the forward spawn zone. They're dropping the grenades. Jack Taco comes in. Oh, just narrowly avoids the grenade. He does not cap the flag on his way in. Rather ironically, I'm not sure why. Maybe he's trying to take out the Axis, but the flag is not capped as Jack Taco runs past it. Maybe he thought he scored the flag, but he leaves it untouched. No! Jack Taco is bloodthirsty. He goes out, he makes the kill, then he decides to come back and cap the flag and raise the flag on the banner. Got a lock on Busta now. He's now moving around by the Axis kill hole. Now upwards, and he is now towards the Axis lower spawn. Up he goes to the main Axis spawn room. And now in the radio room, another grab right there out of nowhere. Do you got a lock on the carrier?
I have a lock on it. Jim is the only man in the war room for the PHX team, and he's taking fire from Vampiro, who looks like he's a medic with a pistol. Now, they have the documents. There's two of them. Socket escorting Vampiro. They're making their way to the steps, Warwitch, met by Busta, Lieutenant. Also, 4 Empire members here, and they have a presence upstairs. We'll see what happens on the back steps. Empire making a strong push to the radio. He has it right there. No, Warwitch! Wow. He got it all the way up to the top. One Axis defender stood in between him and winning the first point of the match. The Axis come up big, return the documents, but we're not done yet as the Allies have regained the documents and are moving back into position. Warwitch, take it away.
I've got Ice right here. He's now moving up the stairs. It is the radio stairs incoming, trying to get up there. Oh, running inside. He takes out burnzone. He's in. Oh, there it is. They beat the time, and that is a first point right there. Goes all the way. Ice.
Good game.
52 score. Medic right there also gets himself the cap. Empire goes up 1-0 against Phoenix. Justice, a very strong showing for the Empire tonight.
Yeah, they were all over Warwitch, no question about it. I don't know how they managed to get...
Gets himself the cap. Empire goes up 1-0 against Phoenix. Justice, a very strong showing for the Empire tonight.
Yeah, they were all over Warwitch, no question about it. I don't know how they managed to get all of those guys down there at the exact same time, but that was some serious timing. They ended up getting 2 guys into the war room. Meanwhile, two more men meeting them from the back stairs, and having 1 or 2 guys up in the radio room, or in the documents room, trying to make the life of PHX a little bit harder, trying to spawn camp a little bit, keep the pressure off the guys moving up the stairs. Now, PHX did a good job of not losing their composure entirely, being able to return those documents, but they took too much of a hit. Empire had them down. Empire got a good spawn, got back in the action, and they were just able to just get the job done there at the end. Good moves by Ice, working the stairs, luring a PHX member halfway down the stairs before using the speed burst to actually run right by him while he was reloading and get up into those transmitters. Warwitch, the game has started. Back to you.
An early lead out of the gate. Place your bets. Empire here, making it happen. Juntao down by MentholMoose. Warbringer explodes by Socket's grenade. Busta obliterated by Lobot's grenade. And a double plant already. Empire now still the allied team are coming hard, and the Phoenix team is thrown asunder. They are being pushed back hard. You can tell they are struggling slightly. They're trying to be in position, but every time they get in position, they're being swept aside. They're going to have to really consolidate themselves. That'll help! Mauler right there opening up with a 4-man Panzerfaust kill. He's here in the Shoutcast, and he says, you know what, Warwitch? Good game. Ain't going to happen. Consolidate this. Booyah! 4-man Panzerfaust kill right there from Mauler. You had to see it. Nice kill right there. Nice play. The Dynamite's going to take out the walls here. They are down, and Justice. Cha! All you, buddy. Axis versus Cuts.
Well, I'm following Vampiro, Medic, and Jack Taco, his lieutenant partner, as they make their way up the spiral stairs to the top, near the top of the exit space, near the back stairs. Oh, taken out by Juntao. Nasty Panzerfaust, my friend. The only man left here is Ice. He's taking fire from all over the place. PHX doing a good job at getting that crossfire set up so that as soon as the Empire team spawns, they've got just MP40s being rained down on them from all different angles. It makes it real tough to figure out where to move, where to go, and how to kill the PHX team. Warwitch, we do have a couple of Empire guys up near the spawn of PHX, and I'm going to let you lock in and take it away.
And a big lock we've got right here. Incoming Empire hitting hard with a hammer. They're now in the war room. Incoming. They're all over. 3 of them. Socket, Ice, Vampiro, Jack Taco in the war room. Objective grab. They're there. They've got it. It's time. They are on the 50-yard line. They're heading up the radio stairs. They've got the quarterback, Jack Taco. No, it's Busta. He's got it. Here come Empire up the radio stairs. Incoming battle. Trying to bring it upwards. Bodies everywhere. Carnage galore. Ice rushing up to try to clear. Here comes Jack Taco. Boo! Whoa! 2:22 set on the clock right there. Empire is on the fire. That is going to be a very psychological time for Phoenix here. 2:22 is incredibly fast, and now they've got to try to beat that time. That ain't easy at all.
Not going to happen, Warwitch. Warbringer stunned, saying wow in message mode 1. They're a little bit shocked. They were expecting a weaker, more docile Empire team. Empire bringing the thunder. That was some crazy offense. They set up, they timed it perfectly, had a couple guys spawn camping, not letting the Axis get down those radio stairs. Meanwhile, had a full force of 5 Empire members escorting the documents. And when you have that many guys pushing one spot, it's too hard for PHX to defend with only 3. So Empire doing a really good job coming out strong tonight, Warwitch. And this is going to be a real trying effort here to see if PHX can answer that 2:22. I don't think it's going to happen. But if anyone can come back being down on this map, as we know, as I know personally, as they did it to us, it's PHX. They've made a living off the comeback so far, and even if they go down 2-0, I'm not going to count them out. Warwitch, back to you.
Well, here's their time. 2:08 remains, and they better move in quick. We've got Warbringer sniping down below, backed up by burnzone, double sniping action. Going down, Vampiro taken out by the sniper rifle, Warbringer bringing the action to ice. Good sniping action right there. Gives them 2 very quick plants, and the snipers are going to pay off. Now they are likely going to suicide. Those snipers are going to be coming back to something perhaps a little bit more potent. Now Socket laying down some supreme support fire and taking out the Phoenix team. What we've got here, the allies are Phoenix. We've got Socket, the Empire Axis defense. 1:36 on the clock. Now, when it just seems like the time is so much shorter the second time around. 1:36 already. We're almost down to the 1-minute warning. Sound the alarm, buddy. It's almost gamesy over. Back to you.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, like we said. PHX now has the forward bunker under control, waiting for their members to respawn before moving out. It's a good job on their part. Vampiro trying to go for the Panzer shot, instead vaporizes himself against the wall. This is going to allow PHX to get more members down near that war room. However, with only a minute left on the clock, it's going to be now do or die time for the PHX squad. Warwitch, back to you.
Going to be their last faithful push. This is their chance to shine, to really show that they are a team used to being in this predicament. Warbringer incoming. Lieutenant now moving his way, crawling his way to the war room. But guess who's waiting for him? You hear the venom? Guess who that is? Busta saying hello, Busta. Oh, major carnage, blows his head off. He's down. Warbringer opens up MP40. Burnzone now rushing inside, throwing grenades. They better act fast. 28 seconds. What's up?
Oh, you cut out on me there. Just making sure. Go ahead, boy. Go ahead.
22 seconds. A document touch right there. 18 seconds. Empire all over the war room like a plague. They're here. 12 seconds remains, and they're not going to do it. That's going to be another point for Empire right there. Wow. 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 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good game. There's a point for Empire. 2-0 is the score, Justice. Empire coming out extremely strong. Phoenix got to be sounding that alarm. In concern right here. Back to you.
Yeah, PHX needs to take that 10-minute timeout. We're after the first set.
It's a point for Empire. 2-0 is the score, Justice. Empire coming out extremely strong. Phoenix got to be sounding that alarm. In concern right here. Back to you.
Yeah, PHX needs to take that 10-minute timeout. We're after the first set. I would really strongly suggest that PHX take that time, and you know, it's not good for us as fans, as listeners, but they need to take that time and figure out what's going on and get back into this game, Warwitch. They have to come up with some sort of a solution for that mighty Empire war room defense. I just don't see any way around it. Do you have any thoughts on what PHX might try to circumnavigate that venom?
It really is all about the venom right now, and they've got to come in off the vents. They're going to have to try to sneak in behind him, or they're going to have to get a nice, precisely aimed venom shot, or rather panzer shot, or some well-tossed grenades in there. But it's not going to help them much, because the medics are in position. For them to make this succeed, to get past that venom, they're going to also have to take out the medics. So this means, Justice, a two-pronged strike. At the same time, key communication vital here tonight. You got to hit them from both sides. You got to take out those medics, and you got to take out the venom, and that will be your chance to take it home. We're going to be switching out the sounders. I'm going to pass it back to you.
Well, Warwitch, PHX going against my advice. Game is on. I'm seeing a bunch of PHX over on the wall side. We do have a plant on the seawall. The door is, as of yet, not planted, but they're moving over in a pack to try to get that job done. Good sniper fire from Warbringer on the PHX side, but Empire surrounding that door, not letting the Allied engineers get anywhere near it. Doing a good job of holding that door, and I'm losing it, Warwitch.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a good job of holding every second, because it all counts, my friend.
It all counts.
Back to you before I blow a gasket.
On this map here tonight, incoming allies, they've got the second plant right there. It is Mauler and or Lobot. Can't tell which one. Both engineers get the plant. there on the seawall door. Now they've got the plan. The Axis team, their goal is to hold you off as long as they can and then gradually or rather suddenly fall back to the war room, all dependent on their strat. I'm not seeing much Empire at all in the field. It looks like they have abandoned base, except for Vampiro right there, who opens up from the upper tier. Guess what he's got in hand? The rocket launcher, oh doom. Now we've got a double breach. This means Phoenix going to be coming in hard. The Empire, a light presence on the upper tier itself, but it looks like they're falling back to that war room defense that has been availing them so well. It's all about the Venom, all about the fact that he's got the ammunition and he's got the medics to back him. Tearing it up. Your predictions again correct. The teamwork of Empire on fire tonight as Mongul and compatriots for the Empire team line up and gear up, and we've got Busta yet again. Got the heavy Venom in hand, Justice, and he's ready to deliver his own judgment to the incoming Phoenix team. Back to you.
Yeah, PHX needs to take their time here, Warwitch. If they keep going in a little trickle, it's not going to do them any good. They need to go. Oh, big Panzerfaust, Vampiro taking out what, 5 guys? Good lord! It's oh man, Vampiro doing a number with the Panzer.
Definitely the Panzer kitten tonight. We're going to take note of him. No doubt likely going to get some kind of award from Justice. You've got your eye on him, I can tell already. Vampiro opening fire. Incoming! Here they come, Allied Phoenix team. Dropping grenades. Good night! Mauler down. Ventilated by Busta's Venom like grated cheese, but here come the medics. He's reaching out for help. Medic Gem makes the revival. Mauler is back in game. Opens up Panzerfaust ready. Can he clear Busta? Pulls it on his shoulder. Opens fire. Zoom ya! And takes some fire, and it takes out the lighting system above the war room, and it hits the file cabinet, but it's not going to take out Busta. And that kind of play is a disaster for Phoenix. All you.
Yeah, PHX needs to realize that Busta's over on the left hand or on the right hand side from their perspective now. If they move over and hug that right side of the wall, they can get a good range for a nice little grenade there. So far, sort of tiptoeing around the main entrance, not attacking in any kind of force. I think it's going to take at least one kamikaze grenadier to get this job done, and at least open up a hole for them to get past Busta, even if it's just momentary while he's being resurrected. Warwitch, back to you.
A fearsome foe here tonight. Wow, a lot of body, a lot of carnage action happening right here. MentholMoose down, teammate. Uh-oh, Busta throws a grenade there. Only does it for one click. It bounces once, bounces twice. MentholMoose decides he's going to have a little jaunt around the gurneys and the medical tables, and decides to have a little encounter with that drop grenade. So he's down, an accidental team kill, but burnzone and Jim, Phoenix team, PHX, now ready. They've got a medic and a lieutenant. They've got the tools, but 2 men are not going to be enough. They're going to have some heavy artillery here, and here comes that artillery now. Lobot, and it looks like Mauler going to open up. Here comes the Panzerfaust. Get ready. 1, 2, and 3. Boom! Panzerfaust 1 finds no target, and Lobot Panzerfaust 2 opens up, finding Busta taken out. There's the ticket right there. Busta blown into oblivion. That's going to be a critical play right there. Busta's down, and Phoenix knows it. Mauler's rushing in with a document grab. Big touch. All you.
Jack Taco doing a great job taking down both Mauler and Warbringer, returning the documents. Empire doing a good job at keeping their composure, Warwitch. PHX made a real strong push, getting in there. They took advantage of that opportunity once Busta was down, but Jack Taco keeping it together. The lieutenant, the man with the plan, not letting those documents leave, not in his house. And I tell you what, Empire is back in position, waiting for Busta. Busta now back in position. PHX had a shot, didn't capitalize, but here they are back once again. Warwitch, take it away.
Mauler is aiming too high. He's hitting the ceiling, and it's not availing his team, but they're rushing really in force this time. No fears, no concerns. They're just charging in. They're coming from the vents. They're coming from the front. They're coming with Panzers, and they're coming with tanks. I don't know who's on top here. Monstah's the only one left alive. He's the medic. He's inside. He's got the needle out. He's all alone. He's got the grab. He's got the revivals of all his teammates. Jack Taco returns. He's got himself the Venom. Monstah making more revivals, and Monstah with the grab. Backed up by Jim, now moving towards the radio stairs. Is he going to wait? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Panzerfaust under the stairs. He leaps the Panzerfaust that explodes, and Monstah is in with a time of 6:01. That's what I'm talking about. Good game.
Wow. Just leapfrogging that Panzer shot. Went he was on the steps. The Panzer goes in between the steps, Warwitch. It goes right underneath his foot, hits the wall in front of him, and game is over. That shot would have made the difference. Empire probably would have been able to get back into it, but THX keeping aware, doing a good job, a little luck, and just really capitalizing on that breakdown. Once Busta's down, that's the key for PHX. Once that Venom is out of the picture, then they're all hitting it from every kind of side, and doing a good job of it as well, Warwitch. Pretty impressive on the PHX part. What do you think?
I think that we are here to witness yet another amazing game. We've seen a lot of action. We've seen a lot of carnage here tonight, and it is RTCW. You're in server. We've got the crowd here in the game as well. Everybody excited, having a great time here this evening. Let's pass it to you. In server here at the TSN Stadium. All you, buddy. All you.
Well, one thing that we did notice, I know you mentioned it as well, the Panzer action from the PHX offense, aiming really too high in that war room, trying to hit the ceiling, going for the splash damage area effect. What we saw was a lot of wasted rockets, for which finally towards the end they smartened up and were able to take out Busta a couple times, and that's what opened that hole for them to get that last cap. Now they've learned, and now they need to get back on defense and get the job done. 6-0-2 is a lot of time.
Oh, no.
I saw that too.
Burnzone with a massive team kill right there. Opens up on his own team. Oh, not going to make Phoenix happy. Oh. Not at all. 3 team kills. Luckily, at this early stage, before even the walls are blown, it's not going to make a huge deal. But, you know... well, they do have access to it now. He's going to hear about it.
Yeah, he's going to hear about it after the match. But better now than later. That's what I always say.
Now the Allies, Empire, with a very strong blitzkrieg-style assault. The Axis team here. They've got to defend for another 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Empire able to cap it in 2:22. What a time. They've got basically then twice the time they need to bring it home at this point. Empire coming hard. Empire now dropping the incoming airstrikes. Jack Taco now up to the upper tier around the crisscrossed back stairs. Now moving to the back stairs themselves. Jack Taco, Lieutenant, now rearming. He's a little bit damaged. Oh, and another quick grab. How did that happen? We've got Ice with the grab, buddy. Holy... wow, pick it up.
Well, Vampiro and Ice moving towards the back steps now. They know that the spawn is not in their favor, so they're going to play a little bit more conservatively. They don't want to mess up here, because all they need is one cap, and game is over. The Axis doing a good job reclaiming the forward bunker, but the Allies have secure holes. It looks like an easy cap here for Ice. Game over, Warwitch. 3-0 Empire, and wow, just... I can't say enough. That was impressive offense.
And an amazing sweep by the Empire. Mad congratulations to them here tonight. What a show of force justice. What a show of force this evening for that team. What a game.
That was by far one of the best beach offenses I've ever witnessed, Warwitch, and PHX's defense was all right. PHX, not an easy team to overcome. We've had trouble with them ourselves, so I can attest to that. But Empire, just using the spawn, using the timing, doing a good job at camping the Axis spawn, not letting them get back set into defense, and just wreaking a lot of havoc. In the meantime, 2 or 3 guys getting the documents out of the war room. I believe they knew what PHX was up to. They're prepared for that loose PHX defense and really just capitalized on it.
You know, this is the kind of Empire team that we expect to see. This is the Empire that you dreaded from the battle on Das Beachhead. This is the Empire that took the win against High Voltage with 8 seconds remaining on the clock on Das Boot. This is the Empire that fought the Doctors and in a same scenario came up on the wrong side of the stick on Assault, almost taking on Darkseid for the finals. This is the Empire, that top 5 clan that rather recently had kind of a bad run, a bad stretch of luck, but now it looks like they are back. And boy, Justice, they are back strong in just a monumental extravaganza of Axis propaganda tonight against Phoenix. Phoenix go down 3-0. And I've got you in PM. Holla holla. We're going to be doing the keys to the game. Nope, that's the wrong sounder. We're going to be doing the MVP in just a moment. Justice, prepare your notes.